What's going on, guys? Twintuitive 717. I am back with the Bossy Beeves, and we're going to dive right into the masculine's energy here. I'm going to do a reading on why your masculine is silent, Divine Feminine. I'm hearing particularly, like, why did they go silent? So I see two people communicating and talking, and it's like something awkward ends up happening or something awkward is said, and your masculines just kind of stop communicating or they stop responding. And you do it as well, Divine Feminine. I feel like maybe a lot of you are aware that you've either said something or something came up that made them feel a type of way, and you guys can feel the energy shift in the room, okay? So when they go silent, most oftentimes you really know why that is, but let's dig into it a little bit deeper, okay? Let's find out what came up. Will you stop smacking me in the face, please, and thank you. Oh, you know, you want to beef with me? Huh? You don't want to beef with me, okay? Alright? Chicken taco? Alright, let's find out, Maggie Lee, what's going on with the masculines and what triggered them into this silence with the Divine Feminine. Okay, so we have self-worth and expectations. Something could have came up around this whole self-worth or having self-worth. Guys, the masculines, I feel too, can get pretty triggered when, like, if you bring stuff up about work or, okay, so what do you do for work, or like just casual conversation. It has something to do with, like, maybe their goals or their dreams, or they're slow to yo, I'll fight you, eh? I'll give you a noogie. I really will. You know I'm scared to fight you too, so don't make me go there. Bro, what's beef? What's beef? Huh? Why are you beefing with me for? Huh? Why are you beefing with me for? Whoa, don't, Maggie, don't. Stop. You stop. I'm gonna paw you back. I'm gonna paw you right back. Go. Don't. Okay, stop. See? I didn't want to have to fight her, but that's how it gotta be sometimes. I don't know what's her beef. And she just ate too. Alright, guys, so let's see here. So like I was saying, something could have come up around just expectations. Like, I don't know if this could be a triggering conversation for your divine masculines, okay? It could be just like how this one wants to beef with me, okay? Some kind of conflict came up in this area where it's like they don't like talking about anything that maybe questions their self-worth or what they expected themselves, okay? What I'm getting is like future plans. I don't know why I'm hearing that very clearly, but some of you could be talking about the future a lot with this divine masculine, and it's really triggering them. They could see this whole connection as an illusion. They're confused right now. One thing that really is getting to them is how deeply they're feeling for you and quickly. So they're kind of just trying to pump the brakes on this, okay? I'm also hearing, am I good enough? That's what it is. I feel like moving too quickly too soon, like, and it's not your fault either, Divine Feminine, or it's not your Divine Masculine's fault. I just feel like you guys can't help but melt into each other. It's easy for you to talk to one another, but I feel like it surprises your masculine just how much they end up divulging to you, and it ends up making them feel self-conscious in some way, okay? And then they start trying to push this whole thing away. Like, we even have the Twin Flame card at the top of the deck here. It starts feeling like too soon, too quick, too euphoric, too intense. All of a sudden they go from feeling really attracted, turned on, and then there's these thoughts of the future, or they start falling too quickly, or you might start falling too quickly because of this Twin Flame pull, and then it makes them back away again. And then they get confused about this whole energy with the Divine Feminine. Okay, what do you need to know about where the masculines are at currently on the journey, Divine Feminine? Even though they're silent, what are they contemplating in this silence? Okay, so a lot of them could be backing away to clear their mind. And so I'm hearing, don't take the silence personally. Like, many of them, you might find that, yeah, they might just go silent on you, ghosting, call it however it resonates. But then what they will do is like they'll go to the gym a lot. Like this could be a divine masculine who has a lot on their mind. Okay, almost like I shouldn't have said so much, or I shouldn't have appeared so vulnerable. They don't like it as much as they want to engage in it. It's like something about it is causing them to feel confused. It may be causing them to question their self-worth or even the expectations that they have around this connection with you. Anything that they may have hidden is coming to light. Okay, it's getting too deep too quick, meaning, okay, wait a second, maybe there's a karmic partner they need to tell you about. Okay, they really weren't expecting it to get this deep or to feel the way that they're feeling, or to, what I'm getting is like a sense of accountability. Like they never thought that they would feel such a sense of accountability towards you, or having to be truthful or just be straight up with you about something. Okay, so your masculines may be silent because they need to clear their mind. How they're going to do this is, yeah, just probably disappear from the social media world, even backing away from connecting with people for a while, and just maybe working out. I'm hearing overtime hours as well for some of your divine masculines. What's the outcome of the self-care? Will you guys reconnect anytime soon, or are they going to be silent for a while? What's going on? Okay, so they may be wanting to work on themselves, because we do have the energy of autumn, and harvest ends up coming through after, like, you're able to celebrate something at the end of the day. So it may just be them kind of backing away to take care of themselves and get clear with what their expectations are when it comes to connecting with you. I feel like this is very noble, divine masculine. Like they really want to be accountable. Maybe they didn't intend on being that way, but there's something about you that's pulling it out of them. Okay, maybe it's this whole twin flame energy towards you, but they want to be responsible, I'm hearing, like with your feelings, with your time, with your energy. If they are backing away, like I'm not seeing it's because of doubt. I'm seeing it's because of, like, I need to get clear. I need to get clear on what this is. Like, it's not like they're running. I feel like they're taking time apart, like just to clear their energy, maybe even to clear your energy. Why are they feeling so strongly about the feminines? What are you doing to the masculines, divine feminine? What's the feminine doing to the masculine? Okay, so we have children coming up. Ooh, that could be something else that's maybe triggered them when it comes to self-worth and expectations of this connection. So it may not resonate for everybody. Some of you could have children. I don't know if the conversation maybe went in that direction. Maybe it's hitting your divine masculines that, wait a second, I have kids, you have kids, we're both unavailable. What are we doing here? That's what I'm getting out of this. What am I doing here? I need to be accountable for myself. I'm feeling really confused over these strong feelings that I have for somebody that's happening way too fast. So I'm going to pump the brakes and I'm going to disappear for a little bit and try to take care of myself a little bit, get clear on what it is I want. Okay, I'll put this down for a bit and let's get some outcome cards here with the tarot. Okay, when will you guys reconnect? Or what can you look forward to when you reconnect? Because it's always tough to say when. But I do feel like it's going to be after some time. Okay, yeah, we have death and rebirth, and we also have the Hierophant here coming through. And that's why I was feeling accountability with the Hierophant card here. Because they feel like they owe you something, or they not owe you anything, divine feminine, but they owe it to themselves to like act in their higher self when dealing with you. I don't know where this is coming from, but it's this like, you're innocent in all of this, divine feminine. I feel like the way your masculine sees you is totally engulfed in their energy, and they find it so beautiful and pure, but at the same time it's like, whoa, it's a lot for them to digest. But at the same time, I'm getting this feeling of really not wanting to hurt you in any way. Okay, so your masculines could be going through, like, when I said self-care, like, why are they silent right now? Death and rebirth has a lot to do with it. If they're questioning their self-worth, their expectations, the death could be the silence or the separation that many of you are experiencing right now. And rebirth, I think, is a positive sign of reconnection as well. What's coming up next for you guys after the rebirth? Oh, we have rebirth coming out again. I think it's just a double confirm here that like communication will happen again. Okay, if this reading has found you and it, you know, you got close and conversations started getting passionate and all of a sudden they're backtracking or they're backing away. I feel like it's like allow that space. Okay, so rebirth and rebirth is coming out twice to say communication will occur after something has passed. Okay, it's having to deal with this trigger. And I feel like they're not going to leave you hanging. There will be communication as to, like, there will be more clarity for many of you as to what it is that's hindering your masculines from really showing up here. And that's natural for many of you who are on the journey where it's not as simple as just coming together. Many of us are well aware that there's a lot of obstacles that stand before us. A lot of differences that we have with our twin, but I think that's the beauty of the journey too, because they bring up thoughts and ideas and beliefs and morals and what we thought we had figured out. Your twin flame oftentimes shows you it's not what it is. You know, a lot of you are learning like through the differences between one another, like through acceptance. Okay, there's something about you that your masculine needs to digest. I feel like your energy could be coming off very strong to them, divine feminine, so much to the point where it's like, okay, like I need to get clear and make sure that I'm not falling too fast too soon, and that this really is what it seems. Okay, because you know, maybe your masculines are you know, in that very logical energy where it's like, if something seems too good to be true, it usually is. So they're in this place of stopping now to kind of maybe read your energy, figure you out a little bit. And I feel like that's why the twin flame card here is coming up, because it could be one of those situations where it's a lot for the masculines to handle, a lot of the love and the talks of the future. I don't know why I'm getting that for some of you, but I do feel like that is probably something that has triggered your divine masculines to really go silent. It's like thinking too much into the future to the point where they're getting triggered, pumping the brakes and wanting to slow down. Some kind of death in the connection between you and them is occurring. But for the divine feminines, I feel like one of the major lessons here is to not get triggered by the silence. You can already feel that, you know, they might have, they may be backing off because this was too much, especially if we have the children card involved. Many of you have families. There's a lot of contracts that would have to go into change and upheaval in order for this union to come together. So I feel like a lot of you who are in that push and pull phase, it's like you come together because, you know, obviously there is this undying passion that exists between you two, but then you pull apart again because it's like, wait a second, what are we both doing here? You know, we're doing this in secret. We both have other responsibilities. And, you know, that's that constant back and forth between you two until, you know, you eventually, with the death and rebirth, with rebirth, you become more clear on what it is you want. Like with the twin flame experience, authenticity is really the gist of it. You know, it's like, how truthful can you be with yourself and how truthful can you operate through this experience? And that's what it's teaching you. That's why many of us end up facing like divorce or separation, or there's some kind of wedge in our relationships, or our certain dynamics with friends and family. All of a sudden we become ostracized because of this journey. It's because we're supposed to experience the world in a different way. We're learning, you know, such unique lessons with the twin flame experience. So I'm going to end off the reading here by getting some messages around what you two can look forward to, okay? Like what's coming up after the rebirth with the winter. Oh, 1 second, guys. There's a knock. Sorry, guys. I just had a delivery, but okay, let me just go ahead and finish this off. What is coming up for you two after this rebirth? What can you look forward to? Okay, so when you guys do reconnect, what are some things you would have learned? What's coming up after this rebirth? Okay, so we have forming structure and we have solid foundation. I think maybe that's what's needed for both of you right now, because what I'm getting is like when the twin flame card comes out, it's like a lot of that passion is felt. Okay, it kind of scrambles you because everything that you thought you knew and things were going good and comfortable, and it's like boom, your twin flame shows up, and it's like, oh God, what do I do? So I think grounding is really, really important for you both right now, just to get a grounding of like your own lives. I feel like this may be why your masculine is retreating a little bit, because I keep picking up on falling too quick too soon. Okay, so something is hidden there in the background, and you know, for many of you, you'll see it as it slowly unravels between you and your divine masculine as to, you know, what those hidden delays are on your journey. But I feel like after the rebirth, that's actually what's coming to light, but it'll help to ground you both by being more truthful. Like truthfulness and honesty is what's going to bring about this structure and solid foundation. It's like a sturdy feeling of like, okay, this is what my life is. I'm now hit with the twin flame experience. I've met my counterpart. Like where do I go from here? You know, how do I ground myself, and how do I do everything that I need to do day to day, including going to work, taking care of my kids, you know, managing my personal relationships that I have. And then on top of that, you know, this secret connection that I have with my counterpart. Do I need to give this space? Do I need to shut this down for a while? Because that's what I feel like coming up for many of you, which is why we keep getting rebirth energy and, you know, harvest, and we have winter. It's because some kind of like settling down needs to happen. It's like you two have met. It's getting way too explosive to the point where you feel like it's going to tamper with the worlds that you've already built for yourselves. So you need to take a step back in order to secure yourselves with this solid foundation. Like really ground yourself again before reconnecting, okay? Because I do feel like that's where a lot of your masculines are at. The lesson is going to be mirrored for you as well, divine feminine, where you're going to see them stepping back. Oftentimes, like if the feminine doesn't go into this chaser energy, it's like, you know, having all these expectations of your masculine. Hey, where are you going? I thought we had this, you know, passionate connection. I feel like for many of the feminines, it's like you understand what's happening. So a lot of you will, you know, kind of pause and turn your back and focus in again towards self, matching the masculine's energy, because that's what they're doing ideally when they, you know, separate or run. It's like to try to focus back in on themselves. Okay, so grounding is really important for both of you right now. All right, guys, so sorry for the interruption, but I hope you guys enjoy. Take it easy, and I'll catch you in the next one, okay? Bye, guys.